Sniff, sniff. Miss Cha-Hei meets up with Jinwoo, the Rizzler, the Riz Master, the Drip Star himself, as he goes in here and she's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna battle the boss, but and she just kind of was there first. So she's like, wait a minute. He smells good. He smells nice. So it's like, oh, I bet he does smell nice after he's just been working out, mining like crazy. It doesn't matter. She's like, yeah, you don't smell as bad as other hunters, which apparently everyone just smells bad to her. So here we are, they finally have the chance to meet, but the engagement happens very quickly. They break off, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't she's not interested. So of course she's going to research into Mr. Sung Jinwoo, but come to find out that not only does she learn that her own guild is interested in Jinwoo, but his file has been sealed by the association. So she's like, this is a little weird, which of course is why she showed up at his next mining job. With the fact that she showed up, maybe she can go in and help out what they're about to deal with, because they look marked for death, that's for sure. And let's just talk about how they definitely show scenes here for the girls. So of course, you know, a lot of anime is, you know, for the guys. They show a lot of fan service. Let's just say these last few episodes, seeing Jinwoo mining, muscles abound, like they've been making sure, all right, we throw some breadcrumbs there for the girls. Let's show them a little fan service. You know, we're not just guys only. So yes, they've been showing some Jinwoo as he's been working his moves upon real life ladies as well. And I don't think a lot of you guys understand how hard mining is by hand like this. Like, just trying to use a pickaxe uses a lot of strength. For Jinwoo to use it so easily and then break apart so many of these strong, hard encased minerals, like, this is why the mining team wants to recruit him and pay him so much money, because he makes their job easy. All these other workers are there mining, they're doing their job, but look how many minerals he's able to process in one strike. So he's breaking apart all these minerals from the wall to make it easier for them just to collect and put into their little mine carts and have a good day. Thus the reason why they were done so early, because Jinwoo's doing the strength of multiple men and the job of multiple men. It makes it easy for them. So they're like, hey, you want extra money? Hey, how about you work under me? Hey, how about you come here? I mean, the job opportunities this guy gets and the possible ladies, because there's definitely something we got to talk about here. Before we get into the differences, we definitely need to talk about the way that the animators work in this show in Solo Leveling, that they create waifus from nothing. Like, we've already seen Cha-Hei. We already know that she's already prime waifu material, but characters like this, where they just have, you know, might be just in an episode or two or whatever, they make sure to make them have a lasting impression. Like, I want you guys to compare this girl here compared to the way she is in the manga. And to me, I'm like, doesn't she seem a little thicker? I mean, that's just me. It's like, there's a little thickness to this one compared to the actual manhwa version, I would have to say. And this is just a high-level mage girl. Now, one thing they actually did different in the actual character design is definitely got to be the other girl with the glasses. Now, we've seen in the episode how she kind of suspects Jinwoo, and she was one to detect him in his stealth as he went around, but she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna oust him yet. There's a reason why he's doing this. He has his reasons, you know, whatever. He's like, oh, he underestimates our team and such. So yeah, with all these mages, we can detect them, but essentially it was only her that really detected anything. I don't know if it's a big difference or small difference. I mean, you guys can be the judge of it, but they definitely changed the style of this character. If you look at her clothing, you know, she has the staff and stuff. Her clothing here, she is more like a maid outfit, if you will. Like, it seems like they made her look more, you know, with the style of like a maid-centric. But if you look in the manhwa makes her more in a Lolita outfit. So it's more flowy. There was even a scene in the manhwa where she actually has a cat backpack. So they come off with having her being astute, smart, detailed, and actually noticing the battlefield and things. But then her actual regular, how she is probably outside of the gates, outside of the dungeons, outside of her job, is probably more cutesy, fun. So it's pretty interesting that through their designs of just a character alone, that they do such a good job and showing these characters for us to care about. It's definitely something that they've done a good job as far as in portraying all these characters that Jinwoo comes across. Like, let's just go back in the beginning when Jinwoo was weak and the girl that really liked him, that got scarred for life, she was a character that it's not even in the anime anymore. And, we did see a little glimpse of her in this episode, but as a kind of a flashback, if you will. All those characters from the very beginning, first season, if you want to say, they're nowhere around, but they still are memorable. We still can see a picture of them and get memories like, oh yeah, they did that, or that happened to them. It's just crazy how the manhwa does such a good job of portraying characters, and I think the anime just amplifies it even more. For example, we saw the martial artist, as she's there in the background there, do a lot of fighting in this episode, and even the guy that's in the red armor, like all of these characters stand alone in this one episode, they felt like they brought a lot of character to the actual anime when they didn't even have that many scenes. Any one of these characters I could just pluck out and be like, hey, I want to learn more about them, or, ooh, what's up with this guy? What's up with them? We learn a little bit more about the captain leader and the B team of this guild, and we learn about what his ambitions are, that he's really wanting to be the captain here, want to pop off and be the leader permanently. But he's not stupid like the other captains we've seen, where like even in the double dungeon, how they went on and kept going. This guy was smart. It's like, you know what? Let's turn back. All right, even though this was my prime opportunity, let's turn back. And we just saw that a few episodes ago of the captain that was an idiot that went into the red gate, and how he was like, oh, let's just defeat the boss. Days later, no food. And then it's like, oh, this is a problem. And of course becomes one of Jinwoo's servants. So a lot goes on in this manhwa and in this anime that is just so, you could tell how good the writing is and how good things are overall. Now, I said I would go over some differences, and very quickly, there was only a small differences that I haven't touched on yet. One was a deleted scene. This girl actually says a very important phrase that was left out of the actual anime that I believe would have been very important to know for the future of the anime as viewers. She was talking about how there's a saying in the guild that if a mage gets in trouble, it's the tank's fault. If a healer gets in trouble, it's the whole attack force's fault, the attacking team. And then if the porter, the person carrying the backpack, gets in trouble, the whole attack squad, the whole force that went in there pretty much is wiped out and dead. So it was important to actually see this because in the battle, she actually gets attacked. And she was about to die if it wasn't for Jinwoo saving her. So it goes to show that, oh, their healer was about to die. The healer was about to get attacked. And it would have been the attack force's problem that a healer went down. A powerful healer. She's like an A rank. The fact that she reconstructed the guy's whole arm after it got chopped off, I was like, dang, she's very strong. So I think a saying like that would have been pretty important to actually state in the anime for us as the viewers to think about and relate to when we see these actual characters actually start to get attacked. And finally, let's talk about this guy. I think it's kind of cute that this guy can summon 2 fire soldiers. Ooh, go you. Oh man. Now, in the actual manhwa, he can only summon 1. But he does state that, you know, oh, should I summon another one? If I summon another one, it's gonna deplete my mana pretty quickly. You know, I'll be incapacitated and useless. Now, in the anime, they went ahead and let him have two and then state something of that nature. So it's like, okay, I think they wanted to do that to make the next scene, the next fight scene where they fight the High Orc, be a little bit more interesting. Instead of just one-on-one, it was like 2 versus 1, and still it was overpowered. And, you know, it's just, like I said, slight difference, not that big a deal, but it is a difference nonetheless. Overall, I'm looking forward to next week's episode. I mean, when you leave it off on a cliffhanger like this, where they are sitting there in the lion's den, surrounded by High Orcs to both sides, it's like, we're in trouble here. Thankfully, they have a secret weapon back there that they don't know about. But you know what, with Cha-Hei, the fact that she was looking at the portal right before, she might go in and try to rescue him. Maybe even Jinwoo doesn't have to lift a finger if she's able to make it in time and save them to a degree. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens next week. But overall, Solo Leveling's still really good. And like I said, they do a really good job as far as writing, animation, and everything. So I am definitely looking forward to next week. And I could tell why this is a fan favorite by a lot of people. And this is going to continue to be one as they keep pumping out great episodes and have Sung Drip Woo over here showcase all that he can do. Anyway, make sure you like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed so we can discuss more about Solo Leveling in the future. And don't forget the bell icon, so then that way you're notified for other videos that come up on the channel, because I definitely do put out several videos over the weekend for this anime season, and more will be coming shortly. You guys be safe. Take care. Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.